Hi everybody, this is Sir Pierre, back another day with another unboxing and some more shoes. Finally, some more shoes. I complained in my last video that I haven't bought so many shoes this year, but I realized later that I have actually bought some shoes. But I was awake last week and I got some shoes. This is not all of them. And that's not because of me, that's because of UPS that can't deliver on time or wherever, whenever. So let's just start with the first one, the small box. Let's see what's in here. This was a weird box, so I'm pretty sure I know what's in here because all of the other boxes are Jordans and these are not. All right, yeah, nice. I think I'm gonna be pretty happy with this. The retro box. I don't remember when we had these the last time, but I've had a bunch of these boxes. So here we have, nice. Other paper. Yeah, this is nice. So this is the Air Force One color of the month. And I got some complaints and whatever. I'm gonna get to that. And while ordering these, I was with my friend's son that is 12, maybe 13 years old. And as every other kid, he's now a sneaker collector, buying things for resale. So I had a sort of story lesson with him while ordering these shoes because I want people to like the Air Force One. Yes, I complain a lot about them being out of pleather. They will crease just as soon as you look at them, etc., etc. But I want... This was a little bit better than expected. I want people to like the Air Force One. And I don't like low top shoes, but if I'm going to wear low top shoes, it's usually the Air Force One. No smell to it, so it's still pleather, but it is softer. It's absolutely softer than a standard Air Force One. So this is color of the month, October. Maybe November, something like that. They released a long time ago, 6-7 months ago, and I liked them. I like them more in pictures than I do in real life, actually, because it looks a little bit clumsy, and that's probably because it's not the 07 update. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna explain the whole 07 thing. So yeah, this is the old OG clumsy version. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, released in autumn sometime, and I like them. I don't usually like gum sole, but as an autumn sneaker mixed with this pink swoosh and pink sole inside and nobody sees. But what I really don't like is the Nike Air in the rear. And yes, this is how it used to look like when they were released in 1982. So let me get to it. I'm gonna put the camera closer. So yes, this will be another story time video. First of all, Air Force One color of the month. It's a cool thing that they do that, release a new colorway every month, and with this anniversary edition on the tongue and with the toothbrush. And just let me explain something. Yes, it says on the toothbrush since 1982. That doesn't mean that we have been getting toothbrushes with the Air Force One since 1982. Absolutely not. That is something completely new. And some info about these shoes. So the Air Force One, basketball shoe in 1982. The name comes from the presidential flight, and a very loved shoe. Not at all in the beginning, or a couple of years in, and all thanks to a group of small retailers in New York getting together and ordering shoes to save the shoe, to save the model. Now it's a legend. And yes, the whole Nelly thing and etc. etc. But we have always liked the Air Force One. It's a go-to shoe. Everybody should have a pair, and especially all white. So there are so many weird things to say about the Air Force One that people think that is not true. The 07, first of all, you see most of the Air Force One, not this one, says Air Force One 07. And some people would say that that's because the presidential flight usually flies at 07 in the morning. That is, forget about that. In 2007, they had an update on the shoe. And that update made the shoe look slimmer. We don't have the thick sole. Do I have a pair of Air Force somewhere here? So the 07 looks slimmer. And we have the good logo. Let me get a pair of shoes. I don't think I have some up here in the apartment. I don't think so, actually. I only got the Supreme ones, which is a 07. Either way, so the 07 looks slimmer and has a very much better logo than this. They also say, and I can't really confirm or say anything about this, but when it's not a 07, it's made for men. So people usually go down half a size when it's not a 07. When it's a 07, which is almost 99% of the shoes, it's a unisex model, and you should go through the size. I always go through the size with the Air Force One. Air Force One and Air Jordan 1 is what we go after when we say if something is true to size or not. They are the basis. So I say go through the size. Of course, I'm going to try them on and see. And then in 2007, they say that they upgraded the quality, etc., etc. And I can say, yeah, back then it was better. It didn't start to get bad until, I want to say 10 years ago, but I think it's less actually. I think it's absolutely way less. But say 7 years ago or something, we started to get that pleather that's more plastic than leather. You can knock on the shoe and you hear it knocking. This is nice. This is nice. It's not good leather. It's not. But the shoe is going to be soft and no complaints at all. Your standard Air Force One with what I call pleather are stiff. They will crease, etc., etc., but they will last forever. You can do whatever you want with them. Just clean them with a toothbrush or whatever, and they will look good again. You should always have a pair of Air Force One, especially triple white. Come on. And yes, even if it's pleather, whatever, you should have a pair. The problem now is that the Air Force One has always, here in Sweden, cost 999 kronor, which is more or less $99 for many years. And now, all of a sudden, I think all of them are up to 140 dollars. And I think these were even $160, at least here in Sweden. And yeah, it's cheaper than Jordans or whatever, but I expected them to be pleather, so for that price it's crazy. Yes, it's better. It's leather, stiff leather. I don't know if something vegan leather or something, because it doesn't smell anything at all. So I wouldn't call it leather actually. Synthetic leather maybe. But the color of the month thing seems to be, I don't know, seems like the Air Force One thing is dead. I don't know why. We have the Supreme Air Force One, which is super cool. Not super cool, it's cool. It's cooler than just your standard basic all white. But the price is crazy. And these are left everywhere, on sale. And has been on sale for a couple of months. I think almost all of 2023. But now when I got them on sale, plus 25% discount at Nike, I had to get them. I think I paid $80 for these. I think it was $80. And for that, absolutely, I can have them once. I only wear my shoes once anyway, so yeah. It will do good for one time. What else? I did a full story lesson about the Air Force One for the kid. Basketball shoe, always been hyped. No, not always been hyped. He asked me, have they always been hyped and hard to get? No. I told him we didn't have internet back in 1982. I'm born in 1982. So it wasn't anything special at all back then. There are some glue residue, etc. on them, so they should cost those $99. But the prices on these color of the month. I only have another pair of color of the month, and I think it's the all white ones. I do buy quite some Air Force Ones. I usually do them in Nike ID, that is now called something else. But I really wear them, really. But it's nice to have. So, pink swooshes, pink Nike Air, pink insole, pink on the tongue, where it also says anniversary edition in gold. Gum sole, toothbrush that is not supposed to hang there. Of course, you can't even have it there. It is actually soft to clean the shoes. I was hoping when I first saw it a couple of years, last year or something, that it would be a real toothbrush that I could use for my teeth. But no, it's only for cleaning. I just want to say one more thing that I dislike about the Air Force One low. And that is only on the low, because on the highs we don't have that problem at all. The laces are way too long. Come on. I believe that the laces are, no, it can't be as long as on the high ones. But maybe on the mid ones and the low ones are the same length. On the high ones it must be longer, but still too long, way too long. All right, I have some more things to say actually. I think that on the 07 the tongue is higher, I think so. And I quickly remember why I hate wearing the Air Force One low. For some reason, especially the ones in pleather, every step I take, you see that? It cuts right in my big toe. This part, it cuts right in there. And about the sizing, yes, if you don't have wide feet as I have, you might do with a full size down actually, because in length these are a bit longer. And another thing that makes me dislike low top shoes, you see me wearing them in shorts, it looks like clown shoes with my skinny legs and the big feet, big shoes. But yeah, that on both shoes, on both parts, it cuts right in a big toe. I hate that. And it's always on the low top, Air Force One. These are of course a little bit better because the pleather is a little bit softer, but the ones with just your standard pleather, those are terrible. But I'm gonna wear them once. I think they look cool. And for the price on sale with the discounts, of course I had to get them. Pink shoes, gum sole. Color of the month. Air Force One. Everybody should have a pair of Air Force One. But this, let me show you. Can you see that? I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Cuts right in my big toe. Every step. But cool shoe.